Hey everybody, it's Wednesday again. You know what that means? It means we're playing Workers and Resources. Yeah, it's good. I got a couple of things I want to take care of here. The first, let me just show you right here. So this is our Lviv circus. And it's been built. I've got the number of staff limited to 0, but it says that the road connection is of course required for fire trucks and ambulances. Whoops. The design has a bit of a whoopsie in it because the road connection is right here, and I obviously can't get that out with this stuff here. So we need to destroy that, and I guess destroy this as well. We'll move it somewhere else into the future. We'll move that, and then this road will just connect to this road right here, and then this thing will be able to operate being connected. So if it doesn't have a road connection part of the building, then fire will access it with the walking paths. But if it has a road connection, then fire won't do it. It's really just one of those game mechanics things. It doesn't make any actual sense that would be the case, but whatever. It happened. The other thing, I'll give a shout out to JD here for the idea. I've been reading back in comments and stuff, trying to figure it out. And this one here, this little troublesome thing here, I've been missing it, right? Trying to figure this out and having it do it, it won't do it, right? Well, I wasn't, and maybe the window was over or something and I just didn't see it before, I don't know. But if you hover over top of this, like this, it'll actually show you this little plus symbol over here. And that only shows up when you're dragging, something over it like that, right? So connect vehicle for transport. So if I put this, for example, on here, this is part of the train now. Oh, good. Look at that. If I put this here, it's part of the train. I just totally overlooked this as a feature. I just didn't really know it existed. So this makes it part of the train, and that's why this can't go here, because it can't be part of the train. You can't mix it. However, if you put it... Well, okay, come on now. Come on now. Okay, fine, I'll pause. If you put it, though, like this, with this little plus symbol, then it's not part of the train. It's part of it's cargo at this point. And that is how you can hook this up. So that little plus symbol there showing up, that's how that works. So now I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to put this in the scrapper, basically, is what I'm going to tell it to do. And then come back and do nothing. So you're just going to unload. Yep. And then come on back and do nothing. So that will get rid of that metro train. And we can finally start getting that to be scrapped the way I've been wanting to get it to scrap this entire time. So there we go. Thanks for pointing that out, JD. We just like you get into this mode where you're trying to pay attention to 1,000 things, and there's like those 5 things that you just aren't seeing very clearly, and every once in a while you need somebody to point it out to you. So thanks. We got the rail coming in over here. This is taking a little bit, but they have gotten this little bit here done, so that's cool. All the way out to here, like that. And of course, this is electric track, but this right here is not electrified yet. And so we're actually just going to be able to, we're going to have to electrify this little bit here. As far as electrification goes, I've been working on it for a little while here through June. And I think up to here is, in a straight line. There's very select tracks that are done here, but all through here is done, but this side's not. And then all through here is done. You can see how it kind of, through this direction it's done, but like there's certain select ones in that intersection that aren't done yet. And then all the way out here is done except for that side. And then all the way over here is done except for that turn. So you have to figure out that turn. And then it goes up to about here, right? And then at that point, we're not electrified at all. So I'm working it out there. We're trying to get out to the border here. This, of course, isn't done yet. This isn't done yet. And then there's only... Hey, this whole section in here is kind of finished, so that's good. And then we still have the track moving this direction too. So I got to work on that. And then all of this needs done. Yep. And then under the tunnel is going to automatically be electrified, but this part here isn't. And so there's certain routes, certain stuff with meat trains and stuff like that that's just, it's going to get shut down while we do it. Just the way it goes. The prison, progress is being made. So is the progress with our legal system is also being made. Let's go ahead and get vaccinations going again. With the legal system, we have great progress done. So you can see that the courthouses are not working very hard at all anymore. So we definitely have capacity for more criminals as far as people committing crimes and us, trying them. But we just lack the prisoner capacity. So we can get that under control by just expanding Cernikova out, getting more prisons. And that's exactly what we're doing. So as soon as we have this whole thing sorted here, it won't be this year because it's just too late, right? We're not going to be able to build it. But as soon as like this stuff here is kind of getting close, I'm going to go ahead and cancel the construction on it. But I want to get, houses and stuff going through here too. So we're going to be planning that out a little bit today as well. Really quick, I wanted to give you guys updates on other things too. We'll head on over to Warstock. Everything that was existing construction is complete except for this. So I'm not entirely sure why they haven't completed this yet. Did I forget to connect it or something? It's just helicopters doing this? What happened? Well, let's see. I don't think I have it connected. I don't. So this is why it's not working, because it's just the helicopters. Yeah, so we'll do that. And they'll be able to finish it. I'm just gonna leave it as dirt, right? They can walk. It's fine. Little dirt path, and then they get to this. It's fine. But then I've also now started them on construction on the roads heading out this direction. So 2 roads, kind of like this, same thing, out to a roundabout here. Singular road takes it down to here, so a little intersection in the countryside there. And then we have this area here, which is a single road to initially, and then it will open up into a double. But I feel like that's probably not what I should do. Right, like it's just a little bit longer, and then you don't have any complications with traffic. I feel like that's going to be better, so we're just going to do this instead. So now that this car is out of the way, I think what I'll do is this. We'll say that okay, I can't get it to hold click while it's unpaused. It just won't do it. All right, can I please? Here, let's try this. Come on, let me do road signs. All right, I'll trick you. I'll do this. There, now that's two individual sections now, isn't it? Done. Okay, so we'll go over, and now we can delete this because it's a different section in that dirt road. There we go. Okay, so what I want is for you to come out this way, and we'll have you go like so. There we go. And then this road here will be asphalt out this way, and then it goes out like that. All right, I think that's going to be a better way to approach this, and then we'll just have it be cleared like that, and then we'll make sure that Warstock has the job, confirm that job is still attached to you. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna pave this road all the way out to here to start, and that's so I don't cut off any of the projects here, so that these guys can build this stuff too. Of course, we have the trains working on the rail coming all the way out this way, so we need to go ahead and teleport that away. But we got the rail track builders and stuff trying to bring the rail out this way so that we can drop off garbage. This is all about garbage, right? We need a place for Warstock to do it. It's going to be over here, and then the trains can pick it up and take it out of here, is the idea. Quick progress over here. Tracks are nearly to they're nearly into where they need to be here for this rail distribution center. Of course, we're not building this yet, but it's okay. I mean, there's no point in having the building constructed until all the rails are done anyway. And then rails out here, I've stopped them so that we can focus a little bit more on the metro. I'm kind of going back and forth on that. There's also some progress being done on these rails here. We're all the way out to this side, and then there's another track builder there waiting, but we're getting closer to finally being able to get over into this area, which of course is nuclear, which is coming along. It's taken a while. Once this is done, once nuclear power is up and running, confidently up and running, we will start on the airport. And then I will also, while we're starting on the airport, we will also be then starting over here into our western city too. Okay. And at that point, once we have the airport starting to construct, and this area here is kind of set up with construction stuff, and we start getting people, we can then get our road, because this is going to basically be like a fresh start, right? We're going to have our road then start getting built all the way out this way, and we can connect to here. And then at that point, cars can technically drive this distance, but probably not. It'll probably be a rail thing, which is going to go underneath from here. It's going to go underneath, come out this way, have a rail intersection out this way, and take it all the way over there. Okay, we actually have a garbage problem again, which is pretty damn annoying. I gotta say, it's crazy. It just, garbage just stacks up and it's not scaling well. My population is dropping. Pollution is up. We got to figure out the problem to this. So this is full, right? And then we're also seeing these two things full here, which is a bad sign. It means that a lot of these trucks and stuff just have not been getting to the office they need to get to. So I'm going to take this technical service office and we're going to swap their waste to this one just temporarily. In fact, you know what? Let's not even do that. Let's just tell them to go all the way to the border. Take it to this border over here. That's fine. Like it's just something we're going to do for now. And we'll wait for the autosave. There it is. And let's go back over to here. Okay. So we got a couple of offices that are going to be bringing them to different sources now, right? This one here too. I've already changed that to the customs house. And so that'll give this time to process all this garbage, and then the incinerator can keep going too. There is something else though. I think we just need more burning. We just need more incineration happening. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it very conveniently with a cableway station. But I think what we can get away with, maybe, depending on where the roads are here, we might be able to get away with a truck picking it up from this location and then taking it to another incinerator is what I'm going for here. So I'm actually going to place another incinerator if it fits. I'm going to place another one like over here. We got to get workers there, don't we? Workers. Where would we even burn it for more workers? Workers are just, they're such a pain in the ass. I don't like moving workers. Resources are fine. Workers, not so much. Okay, well, they're barely able to walk here. They come out of that spot right there. And obviously we want this to be really far away from people because we're burning trash. And I think I'd like to do another power one if I could, because I could generate more power and send it out. This isn't going to its max, probably because we're not exporting max power. So let's take a quick look here. Yeah, we're not even selling any power here. So let's we'll pick up power sales here. And if we do that, then I'm hoping that this thing will generate more because it has somewhere else for it to go. But yeah, another power seller would be good, and I can probably just get buses to come over and do it, I guess. The problem is, like, there's electrical lines all over the place, and like having this go is difficult. Let's see. So we want to go with an incinerator power plant if we can get away with it. And like right here, actually, it looked like it would. Yep, it will go in right here. Now this is kind of tricky because it's going to have to be fed exclusively by trucks, but I think if we just have enough trucks, I get that it's not efficient. I understand that, but it will give us another place to burn garbage, and we'll just hook it directly to this, and off it goes, right? So I'll just take, I doubt we're ever going to do 8 megawatts to it, so we'll just do, yeah, I don't think we're ever really going to need a lot of power for this, but if I can get this out to like there, that's fine. And then pop you into there. That's kind of it, right? If I want to have another out for this side, maybe heading that way with it, then I would need to put a splitter here instead. So I guess in that situation, we would want to go with a high voltage switch. So let's say we probably put a switch like right here. Assuming we do that, and we don't need any gravel roads here, we can just go straight with, yep, dirt roads are fine. Assuming we do that, I could go 8 here and 8 here. And then this side, I guess we would want more on this side, right? Just in case we want to send more that direction. So we can put like 13 here. Just because. So we can build all of these things. And that allows me to at least tap onto this one, and I can go that way with it if I want to. But what we'll want here for this power plant, I realize it's like very close in, and there's not really a whole lot of room for storage or anything to go here. I'm trying to find another place that makes more sense, but the only thing I can think of is just getting further and further away from the actual source of the garbage. So I don't really want to do that. So I think we'll put it here. It's fine. And we'll just have trucks take it from here, and we'll just go back and forth through there directly from that. It's got a claw and everything, right? They can load really quickly. So Just go back and forth like that. Okay, so this is going to be a high priority construction project for Charlabinsk. Ooh, we need, oh, hang on, we need this. And we will want a faster road here, I guess, because the trucks are using it. So I guess we'll go in and put an actual gravel road here for now. And you know what, maybe we can even give these guys just a slightly more convenient setup there. That's fine with me. Do something like this. Okay, so we'll make that happen. We'll want the Charlabinsk road crews to get on this as well. Helicopters, can you help me with that building? And then I guess we'll get Charlabinsk on these things as well. The regular office can be on this. We're not going to need this. That can go. And that can go. As far as workers for this, I'm going to bring them from the prison. Yeah. I think I'll bring them from this prison and have them carted down here to work in this facility persistently. And then for the replacements for the workers I'm taking away from here, we'll get other prison buses from these prisons and we'll bring them up that way. So we're going to need another road that lets us do that. And so from this, I see this road goes that way, right? We could probably maybe get a tunnel through here, pop out this side, and then hook up here. It's a pretty expensive tunnel. It's going to take me a while. As something to do in the meantime, though, there's going to be like city roads and stuff through here too, because we're going to construct this expansion here. So we could have them just going through here once it's available. But either way, these guys will end up working in the mine, and then these guys will end up being carted down the hill to work here. That can make sense, I think. Yeah. But we just need something else burning. We just need somebody else to be burning this garbage right now. And in fact, I think I might even set up another one over here. I'm just trying to... I got to cover all my bases here for garbage disposal. Like, if I expand Cernikova this direction, am I going to deliver the garbage to Cernikova's area in here? Well, I could. You know, into this big garbage area that I've got. I could, but they're already overloaded. Right? Just everything is overloaded right now. And I'm not going to blame this. I can't do that because I've already upped the limit by 10, or up the limit to 10. And this is full. So I can't blame this, right? It's just not, I just didn't scale it fast enough. So garbage is an issue. So we're going to be selling garbage at the border for a little while in a lot of these places. I have this one that just completed, and I've added some vehicles to it. Looks like they're just now arriving. Or leaving, I guess. A couple of them are leaving now, too. And then the other offices I've added in the meantime are here. We got one right here, which is in range of the vehicle repair center. So that's good, too. We got lots of garbage trucks in here, too, that are on their way, probably, to go and help us with that one. And then also this one just finished. I've been building a bunch of these things to help with garbage. And then these vehicles are on their way, too. So these vehicles will be here very soon. Okay, I think that's it. What am I missing here? Trains waiting too long. It probably has something to do with steel. Let's take a look. So you are going with plastic. You're done. I'm just going to get you out of there. But you're holding up the rest of the trains behind you, probably. Not quite yet, okay? It probably does have something to do with steel, though. So coal, and then steel. Yep. So the steel train is filling up. It's not quite full yet, but the steel train is filling up. And we're just dropping. We're just not quite full with coal. I need more workers in here badly. I think I would really like to get, like, on average, 20% more workers in this mine. And then this thing here is shut down for its machine maintenance. So we're actually only processing coal twice as quickly now, which is the reason to have two, right? Nothing is happening here right now. So this thing is the only thing processing coal, but it's enough for us to at least be able to continue making steel as much as we can anyway. This is done. Tram Trafo is done, and the electrical line that I ran to it is done too. So with that being done, they could begin to work on the road behind it, the end station, the tram depot. All of this now has power, which is very good. We can technically have a tram running on this right now, and that tram could feasibly bring people all the way over into this, and that would provide workers to all these construction sites. So that's possible to do right now, with the exception, or with the asterisk, in that the depot is not completed. So this becomes a higher priority construction project. To finish these roads here becomes more important here. So we'll just go ahead and high prioritize that. Once these 2 roads are completed, which I'm going to assume Magnitograd has. Magnitograd knows about these things. Well, knows about the one anyway. But let's go ahead and have this one become a higher priority too. Once this is done, I can get a truck to bring a tram over to this. I'm going to bring like 5. 4 is probably good for now. I'm going to bring 4 trams into here. And then those trams will get to work, bringing people from this stop all the way over into the nuclear area to start building that out a little bit faster. And then if we're not quite ready for workers over there, I could also just have the route do 2 different routes probably. So maybe we'll do like 6 trams. And the route could be very simple. It could be to take people from here. Yeah, what it'll do is it'll do this. It'll pick up people here, take them to steel. On the way back, the tram will stop in here, pick people up, take them to nuclear. On the way back, it'll pick them up, take them to steel, and it'll just kind of do that loop. And then when the end station's done, we'll just incorporate the end station into its return trip on this side so that it's always turning right. And I think that's probably the way to go in terms of organizing that. But yeah, population seems to be fairly stable around the high 75s. There's obviously some pollution problems with garbage, but I've mitigated those slightly by spending more fuel in the trucks to have garbage sent to the border. So we're gonna make less money every month now, but that's okay. I think I'm content with that. We should have a positive balance this month so far. If I take a look at this month's, yeah, we have a 1.9 million positive balance. So I mean, we still have a net income for now anyway. Of course, it's only the 3rd. Probably just sold a bunch of stuff. And yeah, this train is waiting on electrical components. Let's take a quick look at electrical components and stuff here. So since we got these, this area is operating much smoother. We get a consistent workforce in here that's able to consistently produce lots of electrical components. That is helping me electrify my rails faster without having to pay a lot. But we're still only on 1 electronics yard or 1 electronics factory. I do have the second one queued up to be produced or to be constructed, but they've got other things that are a better priority, so I don't really care if they get it done yet. And then you can see how much we got in stock here. The electronics are about 16 tons in this area. They have been told to take them out of this and put them in this. And so we have 12 tons of electronics in here ready for shipment as well. And then the trains pick them up from here and bring them to the stores and all that stuff. But it's just not enough, right? So periodically, I don't think I'm ready to do it yet. My happiness is okay. It's going up now. But there's still a lot of people here who are affected by crime, a lot of people who are starving. A lot of people who have unable to get electronics. Yeah. 10.9% decrease in mood from that. But there's only 337 people that have complained about that. So that's not too bad. I mean, for a population of nearly 76,000, to only have 330 complaints about that issue is actually pretty mild. I'm all right with that. I don't know if I showed you this yet, but I got these large power, the power lines, right? They're running all the way out this way. And then they hook up to this part here. And then as soon as that happens and we have nuclear power, then I'm just going to go ahead and cancel the demo on this. That will activate this power line once again and allow power to be sent this way. Because remember, power in this game, it kind of tends to only want to use the closest source. It doesn't really use all of them collectively. And so we weren't getting a whole lot of usage from this side, right? Because the balance, it's trying to go from the closest point. So if we can get this done, get the nuclear plant done, hook it up to this, then all of this stuff will be nuclear powered. It won't be taking power from coal anymore, since it's much further away. It'll be taking it from the nuclear source instead, which is very good. Oh, look at it all lit up. That looks nice, doesn't it? Man, I almost wish I had trams running on the other side now, so I could have the lights on both sides. I mean, I may make this a tram road. I could do it. Just make this road right here a tram road just to get these lights. Or maybe not even the tram road. I just do this one, right? We could just do these with the streetlights and sidewalks just to get the streetlights. But it wouldn't look the same. There wouldn't be as many lights, I don't think. I don't know, let's see. So this is how far spaced apart they are on tram roads. And then if we do the ones that have sidewalks, they're in here somewhere, right? Didn't I do some of these roads that way? Over by the university, I think I did, right? Man, did I not use these roads at all? Very seldomly do I use them. But I know I've used them a couple of times. I just don't know where. It's been a very long time. In the original neighborhood, even? No? The ones with sidewalks? Oh, come on. Okay, what about the medical university? Surely I used them over there. Okay, there they are. Yeah. So, only here, though. I only did them here. Okay. Well, I don't think they're spaced out the same. I think, yeah, I don't think so. Also, traffic's a problem right here again, right? And the only place in this entire setup that has a problem is coming from this direction that way and turning left. So I think it's time to put in my tunnel that I've been wanting to do. So to do that, I'm going to go like this. And is now the right time? It's all road crews, right? So I guess as long as they're done with this, which they're getting there. Yeah, they'll be done with that soon. As long as they're done with that, then it's fine. Because this is all road crew. The building crew isn't going to be doing this anyway. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to say right about here. Let's go ahead and make it to where it's not going to snap. We're going to lower this down. Oh, you're not going to allow me? There's a spot here where it will allow it. I know it. Right about, let's say, here. Will you let me do this? Okay, so right about like that. Yep. We'll head under there. Now, first let's check and see whether we can actually get this to come around. And I want it to come up a little bit. So maybe about like there. See if that works. It's kind of far out, but it needs to have distance in order for it to connect over here. Otherwise, it'll tell me the segment's too short. So let's disconnect this. This is kind of what I was using. I was going to reserve this area by using this road. So, and then we'll take our tunnel from here and we'll bring it down and connect it to this here. And then it can go lower. Yes, we're going to need to lower that road. So tell you what we'll do is we'll go about here with it. About like that instead. And then you're gonna delete the whole thing, aren't you? Sure are. Okay, we'll start over on this side then, I guess. Okay, so this side goes, let's say like here. And then down. No? Oh, right there. Yep. And now can you connect to this? Yep. And then can we make it just a little bit shorter? I like how we're going underneath that. I don't know what that is. It's not a septic line, so I don't know what that is, but I think I like this. So we'll go under there like this, come out on the other side, and hopefully that fixes our traffic issue. Now, can we connect it on this side? Well, that's pretty tight. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we can, but remember, we have to also connect that tank too. So let's go about here with it. Let's say about like this. Hang on, maybe we'll... Yeah, let's try that. I think I have a better chance of connecting that tank if I go about here with it. And then we want to give this plenty of room, but there's a lot of power lines in the way. So let's see if we can maybe make this happen. Overlapping existing constructions. Overlaps existing construction. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, this might be a challenge here. Now, I'm pretty sure I can get it out of this, but I have to pull this back, which isn't great, but maybe I can... Oh, come on now, don't do this. Yeah, well, hang on, can we do that lower? Just go sharper. Why can't I get through there? What's going on with this area that makes it to where I can't do that? That doesn't make any sense, does it? I guess it's still considered too close to everything. Okay. So it has to be from here. One step over, yep. And then it'll have to be like this. But then I can't connect that tank, I don't think. Unless it'll let me do it. Will you let me connect that? Okay, you will. That's good. Okay. So everything's connected on that side. And then we just pave this side as well. So that's going to take a while. But that's our tunnel for this area. We'll go ahead and start getting this worked on with the Charlevans Road crew. Okay. Cool. So there's a lot of things going on here. Including that autosave. Man, it's taken forever to get those autosaves even too. So there's a lot of things going on here, but the gravel roads are really quick to build. And helicopters are helping us with the power plant. If we can get this and these two things connected, I think we'll be in great shape. We can start alleviating some of the stress off of this and bring it over here. And maybe I can even start doing that now. I don't know if this is a good idea or if it even matters, but we'll take and put a transfer station right over here if it fits. And it doesn't look like it's going to fit. The reason for this is I need to alleviate the pressure on garbage now. I don't think I can afford to wait as long as the game wants me to wait here. I'll put it over here, I guess. And then we'll just get this. Well, at least I thought we would. Really? I can't build that. It's too low, right? The cableway is in the way. It's just too low. I can't build anything in this area. And there's just so many helicopters I can't speak either. Maybe we could do it on the other side. That would be okay. Will you let me put it here? Yeah, right here. This is fine. Okay, transfer station here. And it goes right there. And then what we'll have is construction office will have access to that job. And then that will be a big priority. And this way we could get these trucks started right now. And so what we'll do is we'll have these two offices. Oh, they have full sources. Oh. They have 20x sources. Okay, what I'll probably do then is take away 2 of these. It'll be a different 2 for each one. Because this one here, for example, doesn't have these 2 connected. And then this one over here doesn't have these 3 connected. So we'll just have to, like, since these are connected to both, we'll just take, like, these 2 away from one and these 2 away from the other. That kind of thing. And then we'll add this as a source and this as a source so that they move that mixed waste into this area. And then once all this is done, we can just really quickly with dedicated trucks move the waste from here to here to be burned. And then that's how we'll do it for now. It's just to alleviate a little bit of the stress and pressure off of this so that we don't have a backup back over here, because this is a problem. We cannot have this backed up. And right now it's not full, but only because I told the train to drop off all of its trash here, and then anything it couldn't drop off here, it goes and sells at the border before going back to the industrial area. So that's the only reason, but I don't want to sell mixed waste at the border, so I need to fix this. And what I was thinking of doing, well, we're going to expand now over here, but maybe we could get another waste facility going on over in this area, possibly, and that could be another place that Sternakova at least brings its trash. And because the rail already comes through here, we could maybe even deviate to have garbage brought into this area. We would just have to make sure that workers can also get there too. There's a lot of options here. It's just about whether or not we're going to play long enough to see those things happen. That's pretty much the long and short of it, right? We have to be able to play long enough to actually have that happen. Why don't we go ahead and build these? They're not connected to any roads or anything yet, but we're going to go ahead and build these. A little wind farm area here. Should have 6 turbines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's not a 6th. There usually is 6 because that's how many we can put on a transformer. Looks like I only scheduled 5. Let's put a 6th one in here. Right here, power plant. Put the 6th one in, like right over here. That seems, it could fit here though, right? It can, but I'm gonna put other stuff there. Oh, the 6th one is this little one. It's not really generating anything because nothing's pulling off of it. So it's kind of a waste. I mean, this could pull off of it, right? But now it's connected to that one too. So there really is no reason for this one to exist anymore. So we're going to actually take that one down. Because that one's built and it's hooked up to it. So that's fine. So we'll get the 6th one, put it on this side, I think. It'll be over here. And we'll say, yeah, it just goes maybe like right here is okay. Done. And we'll hook it up to this road, not the main highway. Yeah. Okay, cool. Last thing I wanted to do. This is connected. Yep. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do is make this a one-way. I haven't done that yet. So let's do that. And then this one's going to be a one-way in this direction. There we go. Very good. And then we need to start paving this, but that'll be later. It's fine. For now, it doesn't matter. Oh my god. I got down to like 5 frames per second there for a second. Oh my goodness. Whew. That is tough there. We're going to need more prison buses. So, do we have a spare free depot? No, we're using 7 out of 7. Okay, do we have any spots available in my depot over here then? It's right here. We have plenty of spots available. Okay. Let's buy some prison buses because we're going to need them. Prison bus, and we'll have it look like this. So it's a little different. That way I can tell kind of visually where they're coming from. I suppose I could do this, though. I just want the maximum amount of passengers. Oh. Oh, hello. You haul 18, and you're only 2 kilometers slower. Since you're going to be driving primarily on the gravel roads, that doesn't matter. So total capacity is here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5 for now. So we'll get 5 prison buses brought into there. What's this? Oh, we had a substation get destroyed and no demolition offices in range. Because I forgot to hook up the walking path. No. Oh, there's people without water. I bet these are the people without water. Well, they're part of the prisoners aren't getting any water. That might be some of these, right? Where is it? Happiness. I thought there was a readout that said like unable to get water or something. Maybe they all died now. I don't know. Pollution. 17,000 people complaining about pollution. Yeah? I know. I'm working on it. Let's make sure the Sternikova offices are going to clear that out of there, and then we'll have to reconstruct that. Wonder how long that's been down. That feels bad. Now I need to go through and make sure I did walking paths for everything again. It's real easy to forget that. It happens to me very frequently. And usually what I'll do is I'll just kind of wander around like this with the footpath tool kind of active. And as I wander, every once in a while, I'll find something that just isn't connected. And I'll be like, oh, crap. And then I'll connect it. And it's usually like around 70 or so % wear and tear. And it's just like waiting for repair, but we can't get to it. But that one right there, I guess I just didn't get to it in time. Didn't see it in time. Oh, also, I was going to bring this up, but I had just kind of slipped my mind. The long train depot here. I got the metro train out. Special thanks to JD. Thanks for coming in. Sometimes people see things. Like, I got like 1,000 things that I'm focusing on. Just trying to like remember everything, right? I got a bullet point list in a notepad document right here on my other monitor. Just like, these are the things you want to say today. These are the things we should cover today, right? That kind of thing. And amongst those thousands of things, you tend to forget a few things every once in a while. So this is how this works, in case anyone else has the same problem. So I'm going to pause it so that doesn't disrupt me here. So I'm going to zoom out too so it's not so loud. when you take a trailer and you put it like this, that makes it a part of the vehicle. So any route that the vehicle does, or everything, this trailer is a part of the vehicle. And so you can now pick up other cargo by using that container. But if you want to make this container a vehicle if you want to make this container actual cargo, in other words, what happens if I want to sell this? How do you sell these, right? Well, that's what I needed to do to the Metro train. The Metro train was not eligible to join this vehicle, but it is possible to haul the Metro train with this vehicle. And so to do that, when you hover over top of this like this, as soon as the autosave is done, there's actually this little blue plus sign over here. And you can connect this used vehicle for transport. So in other words, this now becomes the cargo, which is a very different thing. It's a fundamental difference here. So instead of it being eligible to pick up cargo inside that trailer, the trailer itself becomes the cargo. So if I was to do this, for example, I can now sell these. So if I want to make a route, see, vehicles are being transported. They're not a part of the train. And these are things that I just totally forgot about. So now I can go into the long train depot, nothing. Yeah, so I already brought it to the scrapping facility. That's why it has this route. But if I wanted to now, I could sell these waste cars, which I don't know if I should or not. Do they actually get worn out? Like, I don't know. Do they get worn out? There's no wear and tear on these things, and we're going to need more waste cars, so I probably shouldn't do that. But if I ever want to use these in another distribution office or something, that would be how I would do it, right? I would have to connect it and then haul it like that. So there you go. Yeah, in case you run into the same issue, it's that little blue plus. And I think when I was going through testing different things, I want to say that my window is probably something like this because I had a lot of windows open. So it's possible that I just didn't see that option at all and it didn't remind me of it. But either way, I totally forgot it existed. So anyway, there you go. It happens. We figured it out. Thank you very much. Also, in case anyone's curious, we now have our dry dock completed. The dry dock is, of course, the building that we need in order to make our own boats. And I've set it to 0 workers because we're not ready to use it yet. But you can take a look at the blueprints and what they cost. And if we sort them by value, the Pride is going to cost me $204 million just for the license to build it, right? So that's the most expensive one. But there are some that are affordable, right? We can get one here, this little project one here. It's a 200 passenger boat. We can get a license to build this one for just 751,000 rubles. And it only takes 14 tons of steel and stuff, right? Now, I'm not entirely sure what the financial, like what I can sell this boat for. So let's take a look at it. Project 1430. If we wanted to buy the Project 1430, what would it cost me? So come over to value and is right here. So it would cost me 693,000 rubles to purchase this boat. I don't know what it would cost to sell it, but that's what it costs to buy it. So the license costs almost as much as just purchasing a single boat, which I find to be a pretty good value. So if we can purchase this license and start working on this, I'm okay with that, right? We could just make these little boats and send them away to make us some money, right? And this is the Ukrainian boat. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this license because we can, and it will get taken off the list, and we'll never have to see it on this list again. But this will be the first boat that we end up building, okay? So we'll select the blueprint, and we'll select this boat. So this is the boat that we'll end up building. Now, of course, in order to build this, we're gonna need 644 work days, a little bit of fabric, a little bit of mechanical components, plastics, and electronics, but most of these boats are gonna be made of steel. Most resources you need are steel. So how do we get that stuff over here? Well, I've got miscellaneous things that are going to be taken from or going to be brought in with this distribution office. So we're going to go in and just get the... it's mostly just covered hulls, isn't it? Yeah. I think covered hulls pretty much do everything here. So we'll get a few covered hulls. Why don't we go for speed here? We don't need a lot. So how about we go... I like more than that. Yeah, how about these? They can haul quite a bit, actually. Why don't we go 1, 2, 3 of these covered hulls. I don't think we're going to need steel brought in with an open hull, but we might as well have it just in case. So we'll bring it in with this one here. 1, And yeah, it's 2 is fine. Okay, so we'll go like that. So this distribution office is going to have 3 covered halls and 2 open halls. And it's going to be bringing us, the covered halls is going to be bringing us all these things, right? These resources here, and then the steel. Now the steel is going to be brought in, because we're going to be using mostly steel on these. The steel is going to be brought in with the trucks, that's fine. They'll have to drive all the way over and get it, so it's a little bit of a trek. Or, and this is what the primary method I'm going to use, is we're going to deliver it to this cargo harbor. This is a pretty fast process. I'm just going to take this little boat here. Actually, this boat can't do it, right? Yeah, this boat can do it. 170 steel, exactly. So this boat here will pick up steel when it's done doing it. It can pick up to 170 tons. And then it's just going to take it over, drop it off here, and come on back. That's it. Wait till loaded, 170 steel, drop it off, come on back. And so we will deliver the steel from here on the rail over to this area, just like we were delivering the mechanical components before. And then we will then take it over here. And then this office right here will then go ahead, pick it up out of this, and bring it over here. What I'll actually probably do, because this office is going to have to go over and then all the way down and turn around, and then kind of like, it's cumbersome. I don't want it to do that. Instead, I'll just have it go all the way over to get the steel. What we'll do instead is we'll have just a single dedicated truck right here. It'll just sit here, wait till loaded, and then once it has all the steel, it'll just do this, drop it off here, and bring it back. I would have loved to have had these things connected, or had this one storage connected to both of these things at the same time. I think that would have been really, really convenient to do. But, you know, actually I can do that, can't I? The only reason why I didn't do that is because then I can't have the steel directly connected to the repair station. But I think I recall earlier telling you that I could have used a smaller warehouse as well. So I got a lot of stuff here I probably could have done differently, is what I'm saying. We probably could have done some things differently for sure. But this is how we did it, and I'm okay with it for now, I think. Am I, though? You know? Am I, though? We're not using this yet. There's still plenty of time to do this right. I guess the real question is, can I get one of these positioned in such a way that it's connected to this, this, and this, and also has the road connection, and it doesn't interfere with... I think I can, right? Let's do it. Let's actually do this. I feel like... I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's see if we can. I think it's worth trying. Let's not do that, and let's not do that. So these things can stay connected, but we're gonna disconnect this. Yeah, disconnect this. Disconnect that. Let's just redo this area here. And we still need these. So if we ever ship in like electrical components or anything, they'll drop off right here. Because it's coming in from a boat, I kind of wanted a bigger storage. So maybe I should have flipped these. I should have had the bigger storage over here and the little one over here. But yeah, whatever. We're gonna make this work, okay? So let's just break this all down and redo it and see if we can't just get one storage that connects to all these things. Everybody wants steel, but we just can't seem to make it fast enough for everybody to have it. Everybody wants steel. It's very busy over here by the steel. We have completed another prison, and I've relocated a few prisoners over here. We're having a hard time keeping up on the food and clothing requirement and stuff, but it's coming along. They'll get there. It's this office right over here. It picks up the food in this area right here, which doesn't have a whole lot left, so we're gonna have to maybe do a little bit better job on that. Maybe I think the trains were supposed to be bringing it here, but yeah, both of these distribution offices have been told to do this, but I don't know if there's a train on the way here or not. It doesn't look like there's one on the way right now, which is a little concerning, because we just depleted a lot of this food that was here, and now it's been eaten up by these prisoners. There's 101 prisoners in here now, and all the other prisons are a little lighter. They're not as crowded anymore, and so we're getting positive results on government loyalty from them now, which is a good sign. So here, 128 in this one, positive government loyalty. And then this one just finished now too, but I'm not really ready to do anything with that one yet. I've made the deliveries happen, although the meat isn't there yet. And it's probably because I don't have a connection for the meat. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need, because like this was like a custom meat truck kind of thing, so I think I'll probably need to make my own meat truck for these things as well. This one here, what are you managed by right now? Sonacova medium distribution. You have one source left. It's here, and you have been told to do this. So maybe they just did the first two initially. Possibly. I don't. Oh, we have a related vehicles. Hang on. No, I don't see any of the. This isn't the right one, is it? Yeah, right here. Yeah, there's this one right here. The refrigerator truck is on its way. Okay. It is on its way. So we will have all the resources here, and then I can open this up once we get all the resources in there. And that will help alleviate some of the pressure everywhere else too. And then we can start having prison trucks take people over to the incinerator, which is nowhere near done yet, but I just wanted to show it anyway. Right here, there it is. Yeah. So we'll have them go all the way over here. So I think probably what I'll do, let's pause it really quick so I can have my frame rates back. What I'll probably end up doing, like I said earlier, but I'll more or less show it this time, is that all of the trucks that are going from this prison, instead of going back and forth here, they're going to go further. They'll just keep going down the road and drop them off here instead. That's really the only change, and then they'll come back. And then instead, we'll have the new prison trucks we just got to these three prisons, I guess, initially. These trucks will then take a different path. We're going to have them go down a different road path so that they get off of this road. There's a lot of prison trucks going down in here. I want to try to limit that. So we're going to have these prison trucks now head this way to get up to this point here. And that's how they'll go to work now. Some of these prison routes, some of these trucks and stuff are taking people from here and going off into here, into this area. I don't think that's going to be required anymore. I don't think that's going to be necessary anymore. So I think instead we're just going to keep them in the mines, make sure we're just constantly pumping out that coal. Seems like a good idea. And once we get that coal pumping really well, and this thing's always full, I mean, once we go nuclear power, we're going to be able to just crank these things up all the way. We're going to be able to do full exports all the time. And we're going to be cruising because the rest of the population, most of the city anyway, I mean, maybe this area here will still be powered by the coal plants because it's closer. But pretty much everybody else, we're going to disconnect from the coal plant. And it'll just kind of be, well, I don't know about disconnect's the wrong word. Maybe I'll probably go into like some of these switches, right? And then I'll just be like, I'll add them as a priority. At least I thought I could do these as priority. Maybe I can't do these as priority. The switches? I thought you could do switches as priority. Apparently not. Oh, I guess not. Oh, this one's very close to falling down. Why? Why has no one got this yet? It's only 28 work days. You guys, what are you doing over here? Construction is already complete. I know. Reconstruction mode. Yeah, send people here to finish this, please. It's going to collapse. That's a little silly. I'm not sure why that happened. They just have too many jobs, right? Too much stuff going on. That's like me. I have too much stuff going on. I really, really want to be more consistent as a broadcaster, as a content creator, but it's life finds a way. All right, so here, let's see about getting food here initially, because there should be trains coming here and dropping off food, but I don't see that happening. And so I'm thinking maybe I just have not enough connections added to this. So it's still 20 out of 20 here. I really need more connections. So what we'll do is we'll have this train here, which I need to add the other train to the station, don't I? Yeah, this one here. I need you to go back to go back home. You go to here. I need you to be back in here. And then this train with another locomotive coming soon will then handle the food. Yep, Warstock train station is a load. I mean, you can load from both. I don't really care. Yeah, you can load from this one too. I think that's fine. So this cargo station right here, you can also load food from here, and you can take it over here, right here, which is already assigned here. Interesting. So you're the one. That's why it's not being done then. Right here. That's why it's not being done. There's not enough trains. So, yeah, I took the trains away, and they're just busy. Okay, fair enough. So, I already had it all worked out, but I just don't have enough trains there. So, when this locomotive arrives, it'll be good to go. And then, I guess, what I can do here really quick is just add another one. I realize I'm going diesel still, but it's really important that I get this stuff done. So, we're just going to add another one of these little cheap, 2.7 million, not really cheap, but we're just going to add another one to this station here. And it'll come on in, do its own thing, and then it can begin serving me by taking food over to that area of Magnitograd over there because it's desperately needed. Okay, so you know, we've done some things today. This tunnel is going to get started now. We'll have that going. I think we've pretty much solved the waste issues. It's not like it's not done. Like it's not really solved per se. I mostly just kind of did a cop out and told most of my offices to go to the border now. So we probably have a bit more border crowding, I would say, or at least we have trucks that are using the border. What's going on here? Oh, you're doing that thing again where you guys can't decide which one. Yeah, I don't know how to solve this issue with the border here. I'm gonna have to do something else here. Like I have there's three tracks, but then all of a sudden there's 4 tracks, and this part here is just a little bit wonky. To be fair, I haven't really given this the proper consideration that it deserves. As far as, you know, like solving this problem, I've mostly just looked at it and went, that sucks. Well, I'll teleport you home and I'll deal with it later. And that's kind of what I've been doing to this, but we might be able to do something different there and make it work. But at the moment, not so much. Now, this is done. I didn't really want it to finish, but I wasn't paying attention, so it's all done. There it is. So we now can bring coal. Nope, not the ore. We want to bring coal. There it is. Into here. And we can drop it off into this train track here. So now we want to come over here, take this distribution office, add another source, and right there. And now we just tell it to unload coal and keep it 50% full, let's say. So that'll start working for me right away. And it'll, you know, whip itself over here, grab the coal, and then take it down the train track over to here where it belongs, and then head on back. And the signals are already set up. Looks like it. Yes, signals are good. Yep. All right, cool. So I don't have any more work to do on that. That'll take care of itself now. So I know I said I was going to do this video, but like things kind of got a little out of hand with the garbage situation and having to deal with, you know, the waste and the prison thing finishing. There's just a lot of things that kind of happened that weren't this. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to get working on this, and in the next video, we'll have our plans in place anyway for our Cernikova expansion, at least to start our expansion, so that we can have more people in this area, more people working these local jobs so that these guys can go off and work in these areas, and I can have a more consistent workforce here. Although we are looking pretty good here. I think it's actually the oil that's slipping here more than anything else. We're still keeping up with fuel, but man, would it be nice to get to electric trains. That would be super nice, wouldn't it? It definitely would. All right. Take it easy, guys. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.